He was asking me to come and visit. There was a few weddings that he was going to in the spring, and wanted me to come with him in Mexico. When I mentioned it to my parents, they were just kind of shocked. They were like, "What? Like you want to go to Mexico with some guy that you met on your service year, and like we have no idea who he is?" My mom was just like really kind of taken aback by it and just like, "I'm not like sending you off to Mexico to like go hang out with some guy." From there, it was just kind of like, well, okay, Francisco, if you want to like come hang out with me and like, actually go on a date, have that more serious relationship, I guess, like you're gonna have to come visit me in Michigan. So he flew to Michigan and we went on our first date. His parents didn't know I lived in Michigan. So when he was like in Mexico visiting them, he was like, "Yeah, I'm like gonna go visit Maureen." And they thought I lived in Texas and he was just gonna like maybe drive 2 hours or something. No, like he was going on an 18-hour road trip.
Tyler's first time seeing my family was at a 4th of July barbecue. And I have a huge family with about 7 aunts, 7 uncles, and 1,000 cousins. So when Tyler showed up at the barbecue, my aunts just kept handing him food and telling him to take more and take more. And every time it was a different aunt because they all wanted to meet Tyler. And to this day, it's been like 3 years later, Tyler still can't tell the difference between any of my family members. He says they all look the same. And I have a really large family, so he hasn't really been able to distinguish or be able to name all of my family members yet.
Well, it was definitely intimidating. First of all, you're going to your girlfriend's family's barbecue, so I was pretty much alone. And it's true that everyone was giving me food, and she has a really big family. And sometimes the stereotype, all Asians look alike. It's true. So I was getting lots of food, and everyone just looked the same. I see the same ants over and over, and I still don't know who's who.
It's funny because I feel like in American culture, usually it's like you take them home to meet the parents, just meet the parents a couple times, and like you don't really meet the entire extended family. But like in my family, I know in Chinese culture, it's like you maybe meet the parents, but when you meet the parents, you just meet the entire extended family.
In fairness to me, you meet any group of people, you're only going to remember 1 or 2 names. So that's, it wasn't just that everyone looked the same, it was that there were 50 of them.
One of my issues is that the only member of his family that I've met is his mother, and I've only met a handful of his friends. But I don't attribute that to him being black. I attribute that to him being an idiot. Like, we are no longer together. I'm just saying. It's just, that question did go through my mind. Like, are your friends cool with this? Is there a reason that like you don't bring me around them, you don't bring them around me? All of my friends know him. The friends that I have at home, the friends that I have down here.